Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and the subject of our replay, this replay, is Cas69, and he's in Fifi La Pew Pew, the 105 leFH18B2, and he's on the south spawn of Malinovka Encounter. And battle commences. And Cas's team is spreading out so they can look for targets. And they've spotted a target straight away. In fact, they've spotted two. And it's an AMX CLC at the center point. Okay. And they're firing it. Oh, that Covenant has fallen off the edge of the cliff. He gets a good hit into the AMX CLC. 124 hit points of damage. Shoots again. Unfortunately, misses it the second time. He's almost reloaded. Rounds out. Oh, went into the wreck of the T-67. Almost reloaded again. Shoots, and that's slightly to ahead of it. Almost reloaded again. Shoots. He's overshot it this time. And it's come back up to those bushes. He shoots at the bushes. Near, very near. The ELC was backing away at that particular point. And it's taken out by the Covenanter. He backed up too much, and the Covenanter got him. Okay. Cass is looking for targets on top of the hill. T-67. He's letting the aim contract. He's changed that Hetzer. Hetzer's tank destroyers that tend to stay stationary. He gets ready. Rounds out. Direct hit. 109 hit points. Good one. Get ready for the next shot. Rounds out. And he kills it. Splash kill. 105 hit points this time. It's an Archer. A British tank destroyer. Slightly to one side. Almost ready for the next round. He shoots. It falls in front of the Archer as it's backing away. Okay, shoots again. Nope. And he's now looking at this Largo, which is behind the windmill. He's aiming at this Su-76. Almost ready, almost reloaded. Rounds out. Splashes it. 71 hit points. And that Archer's coming back into view again. And this time he gets the Su-76. 209 hit points. Aims a shot at that Archer. Misses. No, they're Arty safe at the moment. They're hiding behind those rocks. But the Archer's taken out. Yes, the Archer was killed by the Panzerstaffel 4B on Cass's team. He's looking to get a shot into that T-67. It pokes its head out to have a look and see what it can see. It rounds out. Oh, just fell in front of it. That might make the T-67 pull back now. He fires around, hoping to get that Largo, but it goes directly into the windmill. You can see two splashes on the windmill there, but he shoots the other side of the windmill to get the Largo. Oh, lots of artillery rounds coming in on those tanks. Looks like everyone in his team is shooting at it. Rounds out. Direct hit. 165 hit points, wipes out the T-67. That's a good shot. That T-67 just tried too far, poked his head out, made it perfect. Cass was ready for him with an accurate shot. That's evened up the scores. Both got 9 now. Each side has got 3 artillery, although Cass's team's got a heavy a tank destroyer and a light tank, whereas the enemy team's got a tank destroyer and 2 mediums. Right, we've seen the T-28, one of the mediums, and he's down by that rock. Rounds out. Oh no, he didn't let that aim long enough. It fell to one side. Now he's letting this one aim, but the T-28 is pulling back a little. Now, did it move before that? No, I think it got it back into cover beforehand. I'm not sure it's there anymore. But he kills it! Yes, it was still there, and he wipes it out. That was a blind kill. I thought that T-28 would try to get back into cover quickly, but it stayed out behind the bush thinking it was safe, and of course it wasn't. That happens a lot with artillery. You just try throw a shell in just to see if the enemy is still there, and sometimes you get a nice result where it wipes the enemy out. Ah, we found the Largo, the other medium tank, and he's on the downslope towards Cass. Lines up a shot. Rounds out, but it fell behind. Now that Largo might make the same mistake the T-67 did and poke his head out to see what's down below him. And if he does, Cass can put a shell into him straight away. But he's changed his mind. There's a Hetzer much closer, but he goes back to the Largo. He has to wait for the aim to settle again. Now the Hetzer has killed... No, the Gorilla killed the Type 95 that the Hetzer was facing off against. That means there's only 3 artillery left on Cass's team. He shoots at where he thought the Hetzer was. He misses. He's reloading again. The Su-5 is backing up. He's almost ready. He shoots. He hits the Hetzer this time. 56 hit points and a critical hit. Looks like he's tracked it. He shoots again. This time he causes this critical hit, but it's only 5 hit points left on that Hetzer. He's almost ready to shoot again. This time he kills it. 5 hit points, but he lost the Su-5. The Su-5's gone down to the Hetzer. Okay, now we know the Largo is on the way down that hill, and he's on his way. Now he probably knows there's artillery nearby. He's coming for Cass, but Cass has got a very good fast loading gun, that 105mm gun. And he's turning. It's a very difficult view. He goes to manual aim. Oh, he missed that, but he can reload. Okay, he's aiming, and he shoots and kills. Shotgun at close range with a 105mm. He needs to move because the enemy artillery knows where he is, and it's now 2 artillery versus 3. He's jinxing as much as he can to throw them off, to try and confuse them as to which way he's going, and he's going back in the opposite direction. You can see the enemy artillery are firing where he was, not where he is. Okay, now he's time to gather himself. He's lost quite a few hit points from that encounter. He's only got 39 hit points left, and his teammate is in the Panzerstaffel 4B. Now he's decided to push out and try and get ahead. See if he can get to those trees, because if the enemy does go for a cap, then he needs to lay shells down on the enemy cap, or on the cap. It's not the enemy cap, it's a neutral cap. But also this will help because he might see them coming. I doubt that the enemy artillery go all the way up to the top of the hill, but he's using that bush to protect. No, he's decided he's going to go further down. He's going to go up to this set of bushes here, which overlooks the cap, but it's a very well-known vantage point. And the enemy is capping. One of the enemy artillery is in the cap, and he can wipe them out from here. It's the Panzerstaffel 4B, the Cricket, and we can see the Birch gun as well. Both of coming down to the cap. Now this could be fatal for them. He lines up a shot. It falls just behind the Cricket. He needs to get another round in quickly. He lines that up. Rounds out. Direct hit kills the Panzerstaffel 4B. Okay, the Birch gun's not happy. He's backing off, but it won't help him. He's in the open, and he's killed as well. 190 hit points. Now, Cass needs to back away because his position would have been given away, and he needs to ensure that he doesn't receive any counter battery fire from the Griller. What he's going to do now appears to be he's going to try and cap himself, force the Griller to come to him, or for the Griller to reveal himself, and that might enable his teammate to take the Griller out. It's a very risky move, but they do have the advantage now. It's 2 artillery versus 1. Okay, he's just about to move into the cap area. Now his options here is he can either stay in the dip where most Arty would be, or behind the rock, again where most Arty would be, or he can do something else. He can hide behind this bush, which he's doing, which means that it'd be difficult for the enemy to see him unless the enemy is on the rise at D4, D5, or the enemy approaches from the enemy spawn area, which is along the route from D3, E4 to F5. And that's where the Griller's coming. He's coming directly to the cap. This is suicidal. Cass lines up his shot. This will kill all the enemy artillery. He'll get a real result here. And he kills it! 240 hit points. And that's 8 kills as well, which means he ends up with the Radley Walters. Oh my God, what a battle. That was quite hectic towards the end. And there's the result. Yes, it's an ace tanker for Cass 69. He gets the Bruiser Medal. He gets a Radley Walters for killing 8 of the enemy. He gets a Starks Medal because he lost 2/3 of his hit points and received 2 penetrating hits from the enemy. And he gets the counter battery for killing all 3 of the enemy SPGs, the high caliber for doing the most damage, and the Top Gun for killing at least 6 of the enemy. That's quite a haul of medals. Let's have a look at the team scores. And of course he was highest with 1,659 hit points. Highest again with the number of kills, 8. And his base XP earned was the highest with 1,126. That's a superb amount. We look at the detail score. He fired 36 shots in total, 8 direct hits, 8 penetrations, 11 splash hits. His damage was 1,659, but 684 of that was at a distance of more than 300 meters. Of course, we have to remember that most of the artillery he killed, and that Largo, and the Hetzer were all very much closer when he killed them. He received 2 hits, 2 penetrations, and he received 1 hit by way of splash damage. He spotted 3 vehicles. He damaged 10 and killed 8. And damage due to his assistance was 265. And he defended against 12 capture points, and he made 26 capture points himself. He has a premium count, so he earned 45,819 credits. After deductions for repair and ammunition resupply, he walks away with a nice respectable total of 40,311 credits. He has 1,689 experience points, add on the bonus for being a premium vehicle of 676, and he walks away with 2,365 experience points. So well done, Cass 69. That was a great result. Another Radley Walters and another ace tanker in the Fifi. Well done. And a very exciting battle towards the end, because you certainly carried your team by making sure that the enemy did not win from their advantage. If you like this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully I will see you in the next replay.